You wake each morning inside a reality that feels solid, permanent, unshakable. Walls surround you, bills stack on the table, relationships circle your life in familiar patterns. Yet beneath this surface lies something astonishing. Reality isn't fixed. It's fluid. It's alive. It responds not to struggle, but to vibration. Most people think change takes years of grinding effort, of climbing slowly towards some distant peak. Yet here's the paradox: the quickest way to trigger a quantum reality change is not through force. It's through frequency. You've been told to work harder, to do more, to fix every flaw before life can shift. You've been conditioned to believe reality changes like stone, carved slowly with sweat and time. That's the illusion. In truth, reality changes like light. It bends instantly when the lens shifts. The quantum field doesn't wait years, it responds now. The shortcut is not force, but alignment. Think of water in a glass. Tilt the glass slightly and instantly the water follows. No delay, no hesitation. Your life works the same way. The moment you shift your frequency, reality tilts to match. The delay you think exists is only the time it takes your mind to notice what the field has already rearranged. The question then is simple. How do you tilt? How do you activate that immediate shift? The answer lies in your state. Every thought, every feeling, every belief hums with a vibration. That vibration is your broadcast. The quantum field mirrors it instantly, no exceptions. Change the broadcast and the mirror shifts. That is the instant shift principle. Yet here's where most people get it wrong. They try to change reality while broadcasting the same frequency. They beg for abundance while vibrating scarcity. They affirm love while vibrating fear. They visualize success while vibrating doubt. The field doesn't respond to words, it responds to resonance. When resonance changes, reality changes, instantly. Picture two radios. One is tuned to static, the other to a clear station. Both exist in the same room, yet they receive completely different worlds of sound. You are the radio. The field is the broadcast. When you shift the dial, the music of your life changes immediately. The quickest way to shift reality is not to fight the static, but to change the frequency. Pause now. Breathe deeply. Feel your body's current state. Notice the hum beneath your thoughts. Is it anxious? Heavy? Hopeful? Open. That hum is your frequency. That frequency is your reality. If you want a new world, you don't need to push harder against the old one. You need to tune differently. This is why sudden breakthroughs often appear right after surrender, laughter, or deep stillness. In those moments, your vibration leaps. The field responds instantly, lining up opportunities, synchronicities, doors you didn't see before. What seemed impossible shifts overnight, not because reality was slow, but because you were gripping too tightly to notice its fluidity. The quickest way to trigger a quantum reality change is not to add more effort. It is to release resistance, to shift frequency, to embody the state of the reality you choose. The moment you do the tilt, occurs the mirror, shifts, the water flows. Change is not distant. It is immediate. It is now. Energy is the first cause. Not action, not thought, not even intention. Before you speak, before you move, before you decide, energy hums as the foundation of everything you will experience. This is why some people seem to bend reality with ease, while others grind endlessly without results. They are not luckier. They are simply vibrating differently. Imagine two seeds placed in the same soil. One holds the imprint of flourishing, the other carries the imprint of decay. Both are watered equally, yet only one blooms. The difference lies not in the soil or the gardener, but in the energetic code within the seed. You are the seed. Energy is your code. Reality is the soil that cannot help but reflect what you broadcast. Most people make the mistake of trying to change reality at the level of action. They run faster, work harder, push longer. Yet action without a shift in energy is like painting a cracked wall without repairing the foundation. The surface looks better for a moment, then collapses back into the same pattern. Energy dictates form. Until the vibration shifts, nothing truly changes. Think of electricity powering a city. Every light, every machine, every sound depends on the current. When the current is steady, everything flows. When it falters, everything flickers. Action is the machine. Energy is the current. The machine cannot run properly until the current stabilizes. That current, your vibration, creates form before any action can succeed. You've seen this truth in your own life. Think of days when you woke up heavy, carrying stress or fear. Every interaction felt blocked. Every task dragged. Every opportunity slipped away. Now think of days when you felt light, inspired, clear. Conversations opened doors, unlocked, synchronicities appeared out of nowhere. The difference wasn't in the world. It was in your vibration. Energy moved first. Reality followed. Quantum physics calls this wave function collapse, the act of potential becoming actual when observed through resonance. Spiritual traditions call it alignment. The language may differ, but the principle is the same. Energy precedes matter. The field doesn't respond to what you say you want. It responds to what you vibrate as true. This is why affirmation without alignment fails. You can repeat, "I am abundant," 1,000 times, but if your body hums with scarcity, the field listens to the hum, not the words. You can visualize love every night, but if your frequency hums with fear, the mirror reflects fear. Energy is the first cause. Words and images are amplifiers, not foundations. So how do you shift energy? Begin with presence. Notice your body's state right now. Is it tense, contracted, restless? That's the broadcast. Pause, breathe deeply, release the tension. Feel your body soften. In that moment, your vibration rises. Small shifts compound. Then cultivate coherence. When thought says one thing, emotion says another, and body says something else, your signal scatters. The field mirrors confusion. When all three align, thought, feeling, body, you broadcast coherence. Coherence collapses potential into form quickly, effortlessly. Finally, embody the energy of your desired reality now. Don't wait for money to feel secure or for love to feel cherished. Feel those states first. Anchor them in your body today. That vibration becomes your broadcast. The field cannot ignore it. Understand this action is important, but it is never first. Energy is first. Vibration is first. Shift the current and the machine of your life transforms without struggle. This is why the quickest way to trigger a quantum reality change always begins at the level of energy. Form follows frequency. Always. Perception is not passive. It is not a lens you wear accidentally. It is the sculptor of reality itself. What you perceive, you energize. What you energize, you collapse into form. The quickest way to trigger a quantum reality change is to shift the way you see, not the world outside you, but the filter within you. Think of perception as light through a prism. White light enters, yet the prism decides whether you see red, blue, or gold. Reality contains infinite possibilities, yet your perception refracts one band of frequency into visibility. When you shift perception, you shift the color of your life instantly. The field does not delay. It rearranges in the very moment awareness changes. You've already experienced this. Recall a time when you were lost in negativity. Every sound, every face, every circumstance seemed hostile. Then something shifted: laughter, gratitude, awe. And suddenly the same world appeared softer, more alive. The people hadn't changed. The circumstances hadn't shifted. Your perception had. That single shift altered everything. Perception is not just noticing, it is creating. Every time you say, "This is hard," you collapse into difficulty. Every time you say, "This is possible," you collapse into openings. Your words, your focus, your stories, they are all perception shaping reality in real time. This is why many stay trapped. They see scarcity, so they live scarcity. They see rejection, so they attract rejection. They see limitation, so limitation multiplies. The field is not cruel, it is faithful. It mirrors perception with precision. Change the lens and the mirror must reflect differently. So how do you shift perception quickly? Begin with awareness of your inner dialogue. Notice the story you tell when challenges arise. Is it, "This always happens to me"? Is it, "Nothing ever works"? Those phrases are not harmless, they are commands to the quantum field. The field listens to your perception, not your wishes. Next, experiment with reframing. When something feels blocked, instead of saying it's impossible, try, "The path isn't visible yet, but it's forming." This small shift changes your broadcast. The field now mirrors possibility instead of dead ends. Reframing is not lying to yourself, it is choosing a higher frequency lens. Then practice visualization, not as escape, but as perception training. Don't just see the new reality, perceive it as though it is here now. Feel the chair beneath you in that life. Hear the sounds, smell the air. This isn't fantasy, it is resonance rehearsal. The more vividly you perceive the new, the faster it collapses into the present. Finally, anchor perception shifts through gratitude. Gratitude is perception elevated. It says, "I see the gift even here." Gratitude tunes your lens to abundance, and the field mirrors abundance. Each thank you is a frequency broadcast. Each thank you shapes reality. Pause now. Think of one challenge that feels heavy. Notice the lens through which you've been viewing it. Can you tilt it slightly? Instead of obstacle, can you perceive opportunity? Instead of burden, can you perceive initiation? Feel how that subtle reframe lifts your body. That lift is frequency shift. The field registers it immediately. Understand, this perception is creation. You are not waiting for reality to prove itself before you change your view. You are proving reality by changing your view first. That is why the quickest way to trigger a quantum reality change often begins not with massive action, but with a single shift in perception. The moment you see differently, you vibrate differently. The moment you vibrate differently, reality cannot help but follow. Ego insists on control. It whispers that safety lies in gripping tightly, in managing every outcome, in holding the reins of life, as if the universe cannot be trusted. This grip feels protective, yet it is the very tension that blocks reality from shifting. If you want the quickest path to a quantum change, you must break ego's illusion and loosen its hold. Picture a clenched fist. Inside, the hand trembles from the effort, yet it clings harder, believing release would mean loss. Ego is that fist. It clings to identity, who you've been, what you've done, what others think of you. It clings to outcomes, when, how, and in what form they must arrive. It clings to the illusion that worth is earned only through control. The truth. That clinging distorts frequency, creating friction with the field. Essence, by contrast, is an open palm. It holds lightly, it trusts deeply. It radiates coherence rather than grasping for proof. When you move into essence, your vibration clears. The field receives the broadcast without distortion, and reality shifts with immediacy. Think of a river. Ego tries to dam the flow, stacking rocks to control where the water runs. The result is stagnation, turbulence, resistance. Essence steps into the river, allowing it to carry, guiding gently with trust. The river knows the way. It bends around, rocks carves, valleys flows toward the sea. The field is the river, ego resists, essence allows. Quantum change begins when you stop damming and start flowing. You felt this in your own life. Recall a time when you surrendered fully. Perhaps you let go of a job that wasn't aligned, a relationship that drained you, a plan that no longer fit. At first, ego screamed, "You're failing, you're losing, you'll regret this." Yet once released, something unexpected opened. New paths appeared, synchronicities unfolded, freedom expanded. That wasn't random, that was the field responding to essence once ego's grip broke. So how do you loosen ego? Practically begin with awareness. Notice when your body tightens, when thoughts spiral with must, should, have to. That is ego clinging. Place your hand on your heart, breathe, and ask, what would essence choose right now? The answer is never frantic. It is spacious, steady, open. Next, practice micro-releases. If ego insists on controlling every detail, deliberately release one trust. Someone else leave a gap in your schedule, resist over-explaining. Each small act teaches your system. It is safe to loosen grip, then cultivate trust rituals. Each morning affirm, I allow life to surprise me today. Each evening reflect, where did the field guide me effortlessly? Over time, ego softens, realizing control was never the source of safety. Alignment was. The paradox is clear: ego clings for safety, yet that clinging blocks the very flow that would bring safety. The moment you loosen the field, responds with synchronicities support openings. The shift feels sudden, yet it was waiting all along for ego's grip to release. Understand this quantum change is not achieved through tighter control. It is unleashed the moment control dissolves. Ego resists, but essence remembers. The river flows, the mirror reflects, the field responds. The quickest way to trigger a reality change is not to force the dam higher, but to open your hand and step into flow. The universe is not separate from you. It is entangled with you. Every thought, every shift in emotion, every subtle vibration ripples outward instantly. This is not poetry. It is physics. Entanglement shows us that two particles, once connected, respond to each other no matter the distance. In the same way, your inner state broadcasts through the web of reality and the mirror responds. The quickest way to trigger a quantum reality change is to recognize that entanglement is always in motion and the field cannot ignore your signal. Think of the invisible strings of a spider's web. Touch one strand and the whole web quivers. You are at the center of such a web. Each choice, each emotion, each breath is a vibration sent outward. Life does not wait days or months to reply. It responds immediately, weaving feedback into your path through people, conversations, events, synchronicities. Most miss this because they expect change to arrive as grand gestures. In truth, it whispers first. The text message, the chance meeting, the idea that appears in stillness. These are the field answering your vibration in real time. Here lies the paradox: when you cling to control, the web tangles. Signals scatter. Entanglement reflects confusion back to you. The result is delays, obstacles, repetition of old patterns. When you release, the web steadies. One clear signal hums through and the mirror answers cleanly. You've seen this in your own life. Think of times you thought of a person moments before they called, or when you let go of chasing an opportunity only for it to land in your lap, or when you shifted into joy and suddenly the day unfolded in harmony. Those were not coincidences. They were the web responding to coherence. So how do you activate entanglement consciously? Start with presence. Pay attention to synchronicities instead of dismissing them. Each one is feedback from the field, proof that your vibration is being mirrored now. The more you notice, the more they multiply. Then broadcast deliberately. If you want love, don't vibrate longing. Vibrate the fullness of connection. If you want abundance, don't vibrate lack. Vibrate sufficiency now. Entanglement carries whatever signal you emit. The web doesn't discriminate, it only reflects. Finally, cultivate openness. Sometimes the field mirrors your vibration in unexpected forms. You ask for expansion, and an old pattern crumbles. You ask for freedom, and a door closes so a new one can open. Ego calls this chaos. Essence recognizes it as alignment. Openness allows you to trust the web even when its threads rearrange in ways you didn't plan. Pause here. Think of one desire you hold. Imagine it as already connected to you by a luminous thread. Now breathe, soften your grip, and whisper, I allow this strand to hum with clarity. Feel the vibration settle. That clarity is what the field mirrors back. Understand this entanglement is not theory, it is reality. The field responds to your broadcast the moment you emit it. Confusion reflects confusion. Coherence reflects coherence. The quickest way to trigger a quantum reality change is to broadcast clearly and allow the web to mirror you without interference. The strands were always alive. The shift begins when you steady your signal. Beneath your conscious thoughts lies a silent engine, your subconscious. It hums day and night, sending signals into the quantum field. It holds memories, beliefs, imprints from childhood, collective conditioning, unspoken rules you never agreed to yet still follow. These codes decide how you perceive, how you receive, how you allow. They are the hidden levers of your reality. Until you shift them, you may affirm, change act for change, pray for change, but the broadcast remains the same. The quickest way to trigger a quantum reality change is to find the subconscious switch point and flip it. Think of your subconscious like the operating system on a computer. You may change the wallpaper, open new programs, even adjust the settings. Yet if the OS is corrupted, everything glitches. Reality reflects the OS of your subconscious. If it hums, scarcity, abundance flickers. If it hums unworthiness, love falters. If it hums fear, freedom stalls. Until you rewrite the code, the system repeats. What are these codes? They are not random. They are formed early when a parent scolded you, when society told you money is scarce, when heartbreak taught you to guard love. In those moments, your subconscious wrote rules. I must work endlessly to earn worth. If I let go, I'll lose everything. Love is dangerous. These rules became your hidden hum. The field mirrors them faithfully, whether you know them or not. To trigger rapid change, you must unhook these loops. The first step is awareness. Pay attention to your repeating patterns. Do relationships end the same way? Does money arrive only to slip away? Do opportunities collapse just as they begin? These are not random, they are scripts. Identify them, and you've already loosened their grip. The second step is safety. Your subconscious clings to old codes because it believes they protect you. To release them, you must assure its safety. Place your hand on your body, breathe deeply, and whisper, "It is safe to let this go now." The body softens, the subconscious listens. The third step is reprogramming through emotion. Logic does not move, the subconscious feeling does. Imagine dissolving the old code not with force but with relief. See the belief melting like ice in sunlight. Feel freedom expand in your chest. Anchor this sensation. The subconscious records it as new truth. The fourth step is rhythm. Each morning and evening when the veil is thin, repeat a new signal. I'm safe to receive. I'm free to allow. I'm worthy of love, abundance, freedom. Let your body feel it, not just your mind. Over time, repetition etches new patterns. Finally, anchor the shift with micro-actions. If your old code said money is scarce, tip generously. If it said love is dangerous, allow a moment of vulnerability. If it said control keeps me safe, deliberately trust life in a small way. Each action tells the subconscious, see, the new code works. You are safe now. You'll know you flipped the switch when reality shifts suddenly. Where you once struggled, flow emerges. Where you once met, rejection, openness appears. Where you once repeated sabotage, coherence stabilizes. Outsiders call it luck. You know it's alignment, the hidden hum rewritten. Pause now. Bring to mind one belief that has kept you looping. Whisper softly, I thank you for protecting me. I release you now. I choose coherence. Feel your body's response. That release is the beginning of the switch. Understand this, the subconscious is not your enemy. It is a loyal servant following old instructions. Letting go of those instructions is the quickest way to trigger a new reality. Once the switch flips, the field cannot resist. It mirrors your new hum immediately. Everything converges here. The instant shift principle, the primacy of energy, the power of perception, the loosening of ego, the hum of entanglement, the subconscious switch point, all of it reveals one truth. Reality does not shift slowly by effort, it shifts instantly by resonance. The quickest way to trigger a quantum reality change is not by trying harder, but by embodying coherence so deeply that the field has no choice but to reflect it. Imagine standing before a vast mirror. You frown, hoping the reflection will smile first. You wait, thinking the image must change before you can. Yet the mirror is faithful, it only ever reflects you. The moment you smile, the reflection smiles. Reality is that mirror. You cannot wait for it to shift before you do. You shift and it follows immediately. So how do you live this principle each day? Anchor it with simple practices that weave frequency into rhythm. 1. Morning frequency check. before speaking, before moving. Pause. Feel your body. Ask, what frequency am I broadcasting? If it's heavy, breathe until it lightens. Begin the day aligned. 2. Perception pivot. When a challenge arises, notice your lens. Ask, how else can I perceive this? Choose the lens of opportunity, initiation, expansion. Reality bends instantly to match. 3. Micro releases. Let go in small, tangible ways. Trust someone with a task, release an old item, pause instead of reacting. Each release tells the field, I flow. 4. Gratitude grounding. 3 times daily, thank the present moment. Gratitude stabilizes frequency, weaving abundance into the ordinary. 5. Nightly coherence ritual. Before sleep, place your hand on your heart and affirm, I am aligned. I am safe. I am open. Drift into rest with this frequency. These practices are not rituals of effort. They are reminders of resonance. You are not trying to change the mirror. You are embodying the state that the mirror must reflect. Now imagine your tomorrow. You wake, breathe, align. You shift perception at the first sign of resistance. You release the need to grip. You notice synchronicities as feedback from the field. You rest at night knowing your subconscious is recording safety and abundance. Suddenly opportunities arrive, conversations shift, doors open. Others call it magic. You know it's coherence, the field reflecting your broadcast with precision. So here is your invitation. In the comments, write one word that captures the frequency you choose to broadcast today. It may be trust, freedom, clarity, abundance, love. That word is your quantum seed, your declaration to the field. If this message awakens something in you, I invite you to subscribe, not as another click, but as an initiation into a space where we explore alignment, resonance, and quantum living together. Each subscription strengthens the web of coherence we are weaving collectively. Remember this, you don't change reality by waiting. You change it by becoming the vibration of the reality you desire. Energy is first. Perception sculpts, ego loosens, the subconscious rewrites, the web mirrors, the field responds. The quickest way to trigger a quantum reality change is to embody coherence now. As you carry this truth forward, let it echo within. The universe is not waiting to give you what you want. It is waiting for you to hum as what you already are.